Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is actually a re-upload video on my Shaddoll combo video. I just made one minor mistake and it was actually on my second hand. All I did was just forgetting to draw and that was my mistake. So I could have probably come up with a better board. So anyway, I figured I'd just redo the whole thing. I already deleted the old video and just gonna do a quick redo. So this won't take very long, I promise you. So like before, I'm just gonna show you guys a basic concept of how Shaddolls plays. Especially the pure variant, because the pure variant actually has some hidden potential. Especially like there's a lot of good matches that it actually surprisingly has, as long as you play your cards correctly. So let me go and finish shuffling up here, and we'll get started. All right, so this is gonna be the going first hand, of course. The whole point of the deck is like, even though you generally want to go second, you need to be able to go first as well. So like, and I've said this about just about any deck. You know your opponent's gonna force you to go first sometimes if he knows you're doing a going second hand. Or a going second deck, rather. So, anyway, let's see what we got. Okay, we got Shaddoll Wendy, Ash Blossom, Mathematician. Oh, nice, Shaddoll Fusion, so that actually helps out a lot. And last but not least, Called by the Grave. Okay, so pretty good. So I guess we'll start things off fairly easily. I'm actually going to go ahead and start with by normal summoning my Mathematician. And you can use this effect to send any level 4 monster. We don't even have to go for the Shaddolls just yet. In fact, I'm actually going to go ahead and start off with my performance engine. So I'm actually going to go ahead and send Damage Juggler effect, Banish, and we're going to search out our Trick Clown. Here we go. All right. And in case your opponent tried to hand trap you, you do have the Called by the Grave in hand, but we're not going to worry about that. We're not doing any what if scenarios. I'm just going to show you a board that I could probably build with this. So next, I play the Shaddoll Fusion. I'll go and use my Trick Clown and my Shaddoll Wendy as fusion material. And thanks to the fact that we're in MR, the new revised MR, we can definitely put fusion monsters on in the main monster zones now. So that's what I love about this deck. So anyway, we're gonna make our Shaddoll construct. We got 3 effects to trigger. So Chain Link 1 with Shaddoll Wendy, Chain Link 2 with Shaddoll construct, and Chain Link 3 with Performance Trick Clown. So we'll special summon that. We lose 1,000 points. Construct, I said, was Chain Link 2, so we can dump any Shaddoll card to the grave. I'm going to go ahead and send Squamata. And with Shaddoll Wendy, I'm actually going to go ahead and special summon my Shaddoll Beast and face down defense. Alright. So that's now in the grave. And then Squamata's effect will trigger. Since, we did send him to the grave by a card effect, we can send any other Shaddoll card. I'm actually going to go ahead and send my Shaddoll Incarnation. Shaddoll Incarnation's effect, we're going to banish it. Plus one of our Shaddoll cards. I'm going to go ahead and we'll banish the Shaddoll Wendy, simply because I have 2 more of them and I can easily get access to it again, even the banished one later on. So we're going to target our face down beast, flip him in face up defense due to the Incarnations effect, and now we're free to go ahead and draw 2 cards, but we have to discard 1. So let me go ahead and cut. All right, let's see. Our draw 2 is another Ash Blossom and Shaddoll Fusion. So, well, we already have an Ash in our hand, so I'll just go and discard 1, just so I can make full use of the Shaddoll Fusion. So I guess what we can do is this. I'm gonna go ahead and try to think how I want to go about it. So let's see, we got 3 monsters here. It's a tough decision, really. Okay, I know what we can do. We're actually going to go ahead and link off our Mathematician and our Trick Clown. And we're going to go ahead and make Cross Sheep. Alright. Next up. Really, there's not much else we could do with this, really. Oh, actually, I know something we can do. We can go ahead and activate the Shaddoll Fusion. And we can use its effect to target beast, just change his attribute. We'll just say water. And then we can use the effect of our Shaddoll Fusion. Send him and the Shaddoll construct. And then we can make Shaddoll App Club. We're not going to use her effect to target anything, of course. We just mainly want to use it for the Cross Sheep effect. So Cross Sheep effect, construct effect, Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2. We can add back a Shaddoll card from our graveyard. I'm going to go ahead and add back my Shaddoll Fusion. And with Cross Sheep, I'm actually going to go ahead and special summon back my Performance Trick Clown in defense mode. And now I'm free to go ahead and set this, and then set that. And basically this is all you gotta do, because on the next turn, at any given time, you know, you want to go ahead and use, gain some more advantage. You could actually use Shaddoll Fusion, use that's called by the grave. You could use Shaddoll Fusion, use App Clone and the Trick Clone, make another Shaddoll Construct just to get some advantage again, and then just like kind of like redo the combo. Use her to send Squamata. Squamata's gonna send the Wendy, and then you just basically go forth from there. So anyway, that's just kind of like, I was just trying to think outside the box on like how I wanted to go about this. I was like, okay, wait a minute, I know what I can do here. Anyway, let me go and reshuffle everything back to the way it was, and we'll start a new hand. All right, so this time it's going to be the going second hand. The going second hand, generally what you want to do with Shaddolls is try to break your opponent's board, but while also trying to perform all the combos that you need. So, yeah. Let's just finish this off real quick, and we'll get started. All right, so new hand is, Mathematician, Called by the Grave, another Mathematician, so I can't say I'm not too happy with it, but it'll work. Okay, we got Shaddolls Fusion, so that actually helps out, and okay, Performance Hat Trigger, that also works too. So your opponent's gonna set up a board, and you know, let's say he has like, I don't know, like 4 or 5 monsters. It doesn't really matter, because it really just depends on the matchup on how you're gonna go about it. So again, for sure he's most likely going to have a monster summoned from the extra deck. So our turn starts, we draw 1 card, so this time I didn't forget. So we got Squamata this time, so that's actually not too bad. Just to kind of get things going, I'm actually going to go ahead and, like I said, your opponent's most likely going to have a monster summoned from the extra deck. We're going to activate the Shaddolls Fusion just so we can use fusion materials directly from the deck. So, which case, for sure I'm going to send ReShaddolls Wendy, and we're going to go ahead and send Ariel, just because, you know, we have 2 monsters of 2 different attributes. Now I can special summon out my Shaddoll App Clone, and this is where things get pretty cool. All right, so you summon the App Clone, you target one of your opponent's monsters, permanently negate its effects, and of course, let's not forget the Chain Link. So Chain Link 1 with ReShaddolls Wendy, Chain Link 2 with Ariel. You definitely want to get rid of your opponent's resources, and Chain Link 3 App Clone. So there. So that goes off. This will go off next. You pick out 3 cards out of your opponent's graveyard, banish them, and then ReShaddolls Wendy. Well, we already know what this does, so let's go ahead and special summon out one of our Shaddolls. Let's go for Beast again, just in case if I can manage to get the flip effect to go. Because, you know, Beast does have one of the best flip effects to give you some draw power, so that's actually pretty nice. And since there's still at least 2 or more monsters on the field, you can special summon Hat Trigger as a cool extender. Alright. Next, I'm actually going to go ahead and normal summon my Mathematician. And we're going to go ahead and use this effect to dump a level 4 monster. In this case, well, since I already got Squamata in the hand, another one wouldn't really hurt. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and send 1 Squamata. That way I could save this one for later. And then we're going to go ahead and use this effect to dump the trap card again. ReShaddolls Incarnation's effect. We'll banish it, plus 1 of our Shaddolls. Let's go for the ReShaddolls Wendy. Like I said, I kind of want to save the Squamatas for later. We'll target our face down Beast. Alright, well, actually it has to be face up defense. Let me go and cut. And then we'll do our draw 2 again and discard 1. Okay, 1, 2. So at least this time I actually have a hand trap. So we'll go and discard the 2nd copy of Mathematician just because it really doesn't do much right now. So now we're going to go and activate Shaddolls Fusion. That's actually the 2nd time I've seen it in this combo video. We'll target our Beast. We'll declare light. Shaddolls Fusion's effect. Fuse our Beast together with the Squamata. Now, of course, their effects are not going to go off, so just bear that in mind. But that's actually okay. The whole point is just to kind of get more Shaddoll monsters. So we're going to bring out Construct since, you know, we had a light monster, technically. And then we're going to go and use her effect. We're going to go ahead and dump another Shaddoll card. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and send... Let's see, I'm trying to think which one I want to send. Yeah, we can go ahead and send the... We're going to go and send Hedgehog, just so we can get a search out. So Hedgehog effect. I'm going to go ahead and add... Let's see. We're going to go ahead and add our... Let's go for Falco. All right. So the next thing we could do now is link off the Mathematician and our Hack Trigger, since, you know, they're pretty good extenders and all. It pretty much does what we need to. So, yeah. All right. Now, with this one, you're actually going to go into your Predator Plant Verite Anaconda. And the cool thing about this is that you could send any fusion spell by paying 2,000 light points, and this card's effect becomes that spell card's effect. So, technically, it's still Predator Plant Verite Anaconda. It's just its name doesn't really change. So at this point, we're gonna actually go and do pay the 2,000. Let's say your opponent had a 2 dark monsters. We're gonna send one of our super polys to the grave. Now, of course, he is gonna be allowed to respond to this, so just bear this in mind. So you got to know the risk. But if you do send super poly, it is respondable if you use it under Verite Anaconda's effect. So we'll use this dark monsters, you know, and then we're gonna go ahead and go into our Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, which honestly I was considering cutting it, but now I'm having second thoughts because I'm starting to see some decks that use ReUpload Savage Dragon and a few other crazy cards, so it comes in clutch. Now, because I've already used Verite Anaconda's effect, I'm not allowed to special summon any more monsters for the duration of this turn. So at this point, I'll just set this and start going into the battle phase. Shaddoll Construct would attack over a monster. If it's special summoned, it automatically gets destroyed, so no damage calculation. App Cologne, you could attack directly because by then you'll most likely have broken your opponent's entire board. Starving Venom Fusion Dragon, attack, and then if you want, you could do a little 500 points of damage with the Verite Anaconda. So at this point, you know, you're pretty much good to go. Like the Shaddolls, even though their boards aren't the most craziest, they can actually do quite a lot if you, like I said, play the cards correctly. So, and man, Verite Anaconda is just way too generic, to tell you the truth. 2 effect monsters just to summon it. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you guys again next time.